Bayo ye Max Go Boca Pocket Yatario Toko Piki even Bills La Kinda Pika Boo Bananas Soda Papa na Mama Big Dinid Nap Kama Bigo Migo Despicable Me 3.
Find the 5 hidden minion stickers I hid in the video and leave a comment where they are for your chance to win these little minions from my claw machine. Don't forget to include hashtag minion in your comment to be entered to win. Banana! In the beginning, we find Gru and Lucy trying to stop Balthazar Brat. When the little submarines turn into water motorcycles though, if you watch and listen closely, you will see the submarine turns into a bike just like Batman's car turned into the Batpod in Dark Knight. And that giant floating boat, it's not the first time we see this boat got in some trouble. The Poseidon has several movies about its sinking and flipping over, all based off a book. Illumination knows that little trick though about hiding Easter eggs to your next movie and your current movie. Their next movie is going to be Dr. Seuss's The Grinch, and if you look at Margot's shirt, you might recognize that grumpy green guy is none other than The Grinch.
Banana!
This isn't just any made-up movie set though that they broke into. It was actually Universal Pictures or Universal Studios. Universal Studios also has a Stage 20 in real life. Since Illumination is owned by Universal, it's good to see that they can poke fun at themselves. Here's a subtle joke making fun of how many Fast and Furious movies they made with the sign Fast Car Driver 12. Next to it is a sign for the Onions, or should I say, the Minions. Can't see the sign because of the stupid palm tree? Well, here's a bigger sign. Another sign was Sing. This is a reference to Sing, the movie, where there was also a musical tryout.
Miss Crawley!
Come on, you guys, out of here!
You know what else Universal Studios has? Dinosaurs. And apparently they still even know how to spell Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Well, you don't even know how to say Tyrannosaurus Rex, so I hope a dinosaur eats your face off. Bless your heart.
Well, joke's on you because they're all dead now. If you've ever been to Universal Studios, you know how much they love their movie Back to the Future. Also, the DeLorean is the car they use to time travel. And if you really remember, it was powered by a flux capacitor. If you look at Drew's favorite car, you will see the flux capacitor in the rims. Or is that just a fidget spinner? Oh, and let's not forget, it's apparently what Balthazar Brat uses to power his super bad guy robot. When Drew finally does some villainy thing right, he pulls out the heart of the robot and we see it's a flux capacitor. Maybe that's why it looks like Balthazar Brat looks like he was stuck in the 80s because he time traveled. Okay, not really, I don't know. When Agnes is going hunting for unicorns, take a look-see at what she's using for bait. It's Lard Lad's world famous donut. In case you didn't know, Lard Lad is from The Simpsons.
Duh!
We see more movies in this movie though. When Gru and Drew try to steal the diamond from Brat, they dive under the bed to avoid being caught. Look at the VHS next to him and you'll see aliens. I had to Google this one though. It Conquered the World is a movie that came out in 1956. During the high-speed chase from the pig police, slow it down just a little bit and you will see the two kids are reenacting Romeo and Juliet. Another movie reference, or recycled idea, is the Pink Panther. To sum it up, a giant pink diamond gets stolen and a really stupid detective has to solve the case.
He was the village idiot. Oh la la.
Even the ending with the cartoon good guy, bad guy concept is the same exact thing they did in the Pink Panther. Which is probably a hint to what they're going to be doing in Minions 2. Another hint to what we're going to see in Minions 2 is earlier in the movie we see Mel's wearing a hat that says I Heart Gru. Then at the end of the movie, when Drew takes the means to carry out the family tradition, we can see that Mel is now wearing the hat, but it says I Heart Drew instead of Gru. Drew and Gru are also both voiced by Steve Carell, who you may know him as
Michael Scott
from The Office.
Okay, that is not funny.
Probably the best character he ever played in real life.
Michael had chicken pot pie for lunch. Actually, let me rephrase that. Michael had an entire chicken pot pie for lunch. Let me be more specific. Michael ate an entire family-sized chicken pot pie for lunch and then he promptly fell asleep.
If you listen closely, when Drew and Gru are trying to steal the diamond, Drew makes a reference to Michael Scott's character from The Office.
I shouldn't have eaten that pot pie. Oh!
Another movie that was about twins was Parent Trap, where the parents had an arrangement to take one kid each so they would never have to see each other again. And just like Drew and Gru, both twins were the same person in real life. And at one point in time, they both pretended to be the other person.
Annie.
Yes?
Oh, look, it's me, Gru. And I'm Drew. We switched places.
Oh yeah, and they tied the entire thing together with a picture.
How do you explain this?
This looks like a reference to Ben & Jerry's ice cream, right? Probably. But I did some digging on IMDb and found out it goes much deeper than that. But probably not nearly as delicious. Do I have ice cream in my teeth? Pierre Coffin, which is one of the directors, apparently made a short comedy in 2011 called Brad and Gary. But I don't know, I never saw the video before. Survey time! Now for something a little bit more delicious. If you were stuck on an island and you had to choose one of these Ben & Jerry's flavors, which one would you pick? And don't worry, if dairy gives you gas, you're the only one on the island, so it's okay if you fart. You can fart all you want. One good character quality that Drew and Gru both have in common, besides being voiced by Michael Scott, is that they will do anything to protect their family.
Brat has the girls.
When they're in their undies on the beach, Gru is sporting a pair of boxers referencing to The Punisher. That's a movie about a guy that does anything to avenge his family's early departure. Also, the #1 minion in charge is Mel. Chris Mel Edgerton is the founder of Illumination. Sorry, Chris, I said your last name wrong. I'm sure I did. We know the minions are supposed to be evil, and they like to support great evil villains, but they may have gone a little bit overboard on this one. In the opening scene, when they're trying to help Brucey,
You know, Gru and Lucy pushed together. Try it.
I like it, but not a lot. I don't like it.
you can see the minions run over 2 clownfish. Now, out of the 2 million species in the ocean, it just happens to be 2 clownfish, right? I don't think so. Clearly, the minions just ran over Nemo and his dad, Marlin. Oh, so we're making fun of Pixar now, are we?
No.
Well, Evil Drew, cool car. I like how it can dig into the ground. It's just like someone, oh I know, Underminer from Incredibles. How original. Let's not forget Disney bought Star Wars. Apparently Minions didn't get the memo though. This is a reference to Han Solo when Darth Vader tested the freezing chamber on him and froze Hans in carbonite. But what about this scene with the little robots attacking the ship? This can't possibly be Star Wars, right? Wrong. The little minions copied that too. Recognize this line?
Was it fluffy?
It was so fluffy. I thought I was gonna die.
It was from the very first Despicable Me movie.
He's so fluffy, I'm gonna die.
Edith is obviously the wild child. If you watch her though, in the bar, she's trying to steal this guy's beer. When the minions are showing the before and after pictures of when Gru decided to be a good guy, if you look closely at the weird golden freak that Gru is stealing, it's the same exact golden statue that Indiana Jones stole in Raiders of the Lost Ark. Remember Villain Con from Minions? Bam! There's the secret poster in the secret lab. Gru isn't all villain though, he has some class. Here's a painting of Mona Lisa. Well, a very ugly version. Of course his brother had to one-up him though, with the 16th chapel.
But with pigs?
But that's not nearly as weird as the guy that married his remote control. And this ex-beauty queen loses her title.
Chew on this!
When Brat Bubblegum attacks Hollywood, he shoots gum at the famous Chinese theater. And you can't go to the Walk of Fame without seeing hints of the famous Marilyn Monroe. What else is near the Chinese theater apparently is Buster Moon's theater from Sing. And there's still open auditions.
I swear to you, Eddie, this is no joke. Look, just get down here and see for yourself. I gotta go.
Did you happen to notice by chance that Bubble Brat has a lot in common with our hero Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy? They both like to rock out the mixtapes on their Walkmans while stealing power supplies.
Dance fight!
They also both have secret weapons of doing a dance fight when fighting their enemies.
Put it together.
What are you doing?
Dance off, bro. Me and you.
Speaking of rocking out, this is Michael Jackson's music being played in the background during the heist. That's why, of course, we see the moonwalk. Here's a deja vu moment. When Gru is sitting on the missile looking at the moon, it's because he just lost his job being a good guy, and he's thinking whether or not he should now be a good guy or a bad guy. Remember, he did try to steal the moon after all. And if you doubt that's what he's thinking about, they even put his spacesuit in the corner for confirmation. Speaking of good and bad, they show white suits and black suits as a visual cue to good guy and bad guy, just like in Jurassic Park. And just like in Jurassic Park, the good guy actually turned out to be the one that wore black, and the bad guy wore white. If I showed you an Easter egg that you never saw before, let me know by clicking...
Well, you missed one.
Impossible, what?
Look at Margot's shoes, recognize them? It's the same ones from Secret Life of Pets.
Actually the shoes in the closet were green.
Actually, the ones that Katie's holding are red. Did you even watch the movie? Here, let me finish the video before you mess it up again.
Surely you can't be serious.
Yeah, I am serious, and don't call me Shirley. Okay, anyways, let us know in the comments what movie you'd like us to talk about next. Subscribe, and to actually be notified with YouTube's little notification issues, you have to click the little bell icon. Remember, it's not scientifically proven, but Crazy Nate is convinced that if you share a smile, they are contagious. And just in case Crazy Nate's right,
you have to give him a smile.
I am smiling. Don't you see the smile?
Hey, share a smile. They're contagious. Can you imagine a day without smiling? That would be outrageous. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with Crazy Nate. Make sure to leave a thumbs up if he left you feeling great.